Good morning and happy International Tea Day 2024. We are going to have a three-way conversation with Sonam, Alison, and myself in the honor of International Tea Day 2024. So we're going to invite them. There she is. View request. There we go. I hope you have a lovely morning and you brewed yourself something nice to drink. Hi, Alison.
How are you?
Good, good. Is Sol Hi? Is it the next person there? Is that Sonam under a different account? So I only know him under a Sonam Tea Designer. You see here who joined?
Yeah.
Is
So
this
now,
him?
oh yeah, maybe.
Add, I'm gonna say add as moderator and see whether that is him. We'll see. Anyway, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I've got my tea. I've got my tea set up, so I'm all good.
You're all set up for the big day?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that might be him. I hope I did it right. I said join as moderator.
Okay.
A second whether it works. Yes, I'm going to pour myself a little bit of the lovely silver needle tea that I prepared.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me go on it again. Add as moderator again. I hope that works. Yeah, there is that rule with we just, oh, there you see someone new joining. Hello, Sonam. I think someone just new joined, so that might be him. Let's give him a few minutes. All right, these are the two that I brought, Alison.
Okay.
Teas. So the white tea and the silver needle. For a minute there, I went to see someone else, I think. I just saw a different kind of background. For those of you who joined, we're trying to get Sonam, who's in Nepal, to join our live. And, oh, he is here. It says joined. Okay. Sonam, can you hear us? Sonam? Oh. Hello, Sonam. It says he's joined, but maybe he's not actually in the conversation as a moderator. Plus, you have no request. Maybe Alison, I'm talking a bit about the tea. Can you ask him to send through a request to join the live on the WhatsApp?
Okay.
Yeah?
Shall we just disconnect and reconnect in 2 minutes?
No. I think let's continue. I'll talk through the teas, and if you can let him know, I think that would be good.
Okay.
Okay. So Alison, Sonam, and I met in Nepal just recently during our 10-day trip. And we went to the farm where Sonam works with quite a lot. So he has his own farm, which is called La Mandala, in eastern Nepal in the Elam area. And he also works quite a lot with a tea master called Soraip, I hope I can say this right, in a farm called Jasbiri. And we brought two tea samples back, a white tea and a silver needle tea. And we just discovered that actually I'm the only one who has the samples. Alison actually sadly doesn't have them, and we didn't split them into two. But I prepared two so you can at least see the leaves. So there's the white tea here, which is, I think, 2 leaves in a bud in terms of a plug, but I can confirm that with Sonam. And then the silver needles, which look absolutely divine, beautiful. And that's what I just brewed. So you can see, it's just silver tips, very kind of premium tea. And that was actually the tea that they were making when we arrived at the farm. So they were, people, you could see baskets of tea that had just been plucked off just the needles. Of course, it smelled delicious, etc. And I just brewed myself this tea as well. So once Sonam joins, hopefully, we can ask him some questions about how those 2 teas were made. And also, now that we've gone through first flush and the dormancy period, and after that, the second flush starts. When that starts, maybe it's already started. And then what's next in terms of what happens on the tea farm in the next few weeks. Let's see if they have their requests. Invite. And then Sarah. I think that's someone else. So if you just invited Alison again, I guess she's in contact with Sorab on. With Sonam about what's going on with the joining. But this sometimes happens with Instagram lives, which is maybe why it's wiser to move to Zoom at some point. If you can have, make sure people are actually able to join. So what I really like about this tea is that it's really incredibly delicate, but yet very warm and rich. Of course, a little bit flowery. Yeah, with vanilla notes. It's a really beautiful silver needle tea. There's a request. Let's see who this is from. It's from Alison again. Quite often the silver needles appear a bit too light for me. I've had this quite often that with first flash silver needles, I find them. Oh no, it says she's unable to join. Yeah, so I often find that they're a little bit too light. And there you are. Hi. What did Sonam say?
So I think it seems to have joined, but yeah.
I don't see a request from his normal account, Tea Designer, but I do see him here. So I can add him. All I can do is add him as a moderator. But I don't think that is how normally you have a third person joining. Normally, they have to go to request to join.
Anyway, so I'm just pouring. Happy International Tea Day, everyone who's joined. I am now brewing this beautiful tea that I got on a recent trip to Nepal, and with Annabel. So Annabel, did you want to talk a little bit about the trip to Nepal?
Yeah, I just introduced those 2 teas, and I said that we went to Jasperi Farm where we got these 2 tea samples. That's where we met Sonam, who I, by the way, just found and actually invited. So hopefully he will join very soon. And that's so actually Alison and I were traveling together for about a week, maybe 9 days, and we visited several tea farms, and we met Sonam close to Fikal Bazar in eastern Nepal, and the way back from most of the other tea farms on the way back to Kathmandu, basically. And where, had a lovely conversation with him. It was very impromptu, tasted some of his teas and also saw how some of them are made. And we thought it would, and he said some really interesting things about the spirit of tea, which triggered us to think. It says he's unable to join. I've invited him explicitly, but I don't think he's, this is the problem with Instagram sometimes. Does he say anything on WhatsApp? Maybe we have to. Yeah. So we really wanted to have a deeper conversation into the spirit of tea with him. But we're having some trouble having him join the conversation. Oh, that would be a shame. What I can try, I mean, I'm the organizer now, so maybe that's not it. But you said it was possible to have several people join at the same time, no?
Yeah. Do you want to let me ask him again. 1 second.
I think he needs to join the live, and then I've already invited him, but the easiest one is to just go to the icon and join the live, and then he can hopefully join the conversation. Yeah, I'm sorry about this, but it does sometimes happen. It's happened to me before, but it somehow says that he's unable to join. Anyway, I'm having my lovely tea. I can share more about the travel to Nepal. So we went to 5 tea farms altogether, which were one of which was the farm I've already been working with for 6 years, Kanchanjunga, close to Fidim in eastern Nepal. And then 4 others were the ones that Alison selected 2 of them to visit. And then we had Sonam, which is a friend of the Nepal Tea Collective. And so they suggested that we also meet him. So altogether, we saw 5 different farms, which was amazing because it gave us a really good understanding of the wider kind of socioeconomic issues of growing tea right now in the Elam area, which is the biggest tea growing area. And Kanchanjunga, the organic cooperative that I've been sourcing from for a long time, is a little bit further from Elam. So it's another kind of hour and a half on a kind of rocky road, as it were. Yes, so let's see what's happening. We really wanted to ask Sonam some questions about the spirit of tea and how he brings tea into his daily life, despite being really busy with the farm and helping people, teaching people on how to make tea. That's, I think, a lot of his role is being a teacher of young tea entrepreneurs and tea masters. Should try Kerala tea in India. Someone is saying, thank you. I have been to Kerala. Not for tea, but this was before my time in tea. Thank you for saying that. I know that, just for background on Alison is the founder of the Karma Tea Company, and she has a particularly sourcing, and thank you for very happy International Tea Day to you all. Yes, to you too. She has a particular focus on India, Sri Lanka, and Nepal. So she's really focusing on that region, really understanding that region and finding great producers, great farmers from that region. So she might have something to say about Kerala or Kerala tea, or which ones she's already working with from that area. Yes. Oh, I'm afraid we might have some real trouble with invite. Okay. No. Cancel. That is not right. So I've invited Alison again, and I'm going to try and find Sonam. Let's see if it works this time. I see a request. Sorry, it's taking so long to get everyone back in the conversation. I think next time we'll do a Zoom call and share the link somehow, or have people sign up for this. Anyway, meanwhile, I'm having most delicious silver needle tea that I've had in a long time, so I'm a real fan. I'm just going to show you the leaves again. Here you go. So of course this requires people going through the bushes and just plucking the bud. So no leaves attached to this, just the bud, which makes this a premium tea because, as you can imagine, there's a lot more plucking time involved to get a kilo of this. Now, Alison can also not join. What is going on? Okay, well, if we're having this much trouble, we might have to change what we're planning to do. It says he's unable to join. I'm really sorry. I don't know why he's not able to get in. So we might have to reschedule the conversation with Sonam, but we'll try and get Alison back to at least do a catch up on the trip and the post reflections, if she's happy to do that. I love these teacups. Look how that looks. It's just really pretty. I'm going to do my second cup. I'm actually doing a juice cleanse right now, and tea is my salvation during this juice cleanse because, of course, it's nice and warm and filling and keeps your tummy full in a sense of like not, so then you don't get hungry, which is nice, or no cravings. Because all my cravings are tea, which is good, really. So it's white tea, green tea, or herbal teas. Yes, I think it's problematic. Alison, are you back there? I'm going to accept Alison again, but somehow my That's really problematic today. Okay, I think we might have to reschedule, which is disappointing. If any of you have something you want to share or ask while we're waiting for Alison to come back, please do. I saw here, congratulations for Happy Tea Day. Thank you so much. I also see here, Tal Jeeling, tea enthusiast joined. Hello. The Tea Explorer joined. I actually would love to hear from all of you what your thoughts are on International Tea Day. So I have just, in case you wanted to have a look at something that was just published on International Tea Day, I just published a blog yesterday on the winds of change in the tea industry. What's happening, what's not happening, what are we excited about, what are people doing. So it's a little, oh, it says Alison isn't able to join. So I think we're having not a lot of luck this morning. Apologies, I don't know what is happening. But I'm yeah, I think oh, there's the tea designer. Perfect. Let me invite Sonam. I think now I have invited him. Hopefully he can join. Yay! Oh, Sonam, you made it. Hello, namaste.
Yeah. Hi, Annabel. How are you?
Hi. Well, we've been hoping you'd be able to get in here. Now we just need Alison, but I think she probably knows how to get in here. Yeah, it's not that easy, eh?
Yeah, Alison's calling me actually.
Oh, is she? Yeah, no, she will see that you're live now. I think she's following this.
Yes, she must. I think she's also joining.
She's also joining. Okay, super.
So how many are we?
Super. How are you, Sonam? How are
I'm
you?
good.
You good? You good?
I'm good.
I've made
Yeah.
one tea here, the silver needle that you gave us. Look here. Really
Okay.
enjoying it. It's beautiful tea. This one you gave me a sample of, and
Okay.
the white tea as well. But I've brewed the silver needle, which I really like.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's good. Actually, I'm in Kathmandu.
Are you in
And
Kathmandu?
after 35 minutes, I have to hop in a flight back.
Yes. Oh, okay. That's why you were saying. So there's Alison. We made it. Yay.
Sorry. Okay, whoops. Okay.
Alison, I think Sonam has limited time, so I think you should go ahead and ask the questions that we wanted to ask.
Yeah, absolutely. So now obviously, the big part of what you do is, tea growing, and also just more about the spiritual side of tea. And, for you, what is the spirit of tea in a nutshell? I know it's a very deep subject, but, for you, is it a ritual? Is it just a moment in your day? Or what would you say is like the spirit for you?
Well, actually, there are no words that you can really describe between the phenomenon of union. The phenomenon of union is the phenomenon of union of, let's say, like in science, it could be a phenomenon of union of a molecule between a molecule. So there are no words actually to describe that union, but like I found it easy to say it spirit of tea because it is like the union of the message of the tea leaf to with a matter or with a person or whatever we call, like the union of cognizance and the phenomenon. Yeah, I think that is the spirit of tea.
And how do you like manage to keep the integrity of tea in like our busy world when we're so busy, we just want a quick drink, how can we sort of preserve this tea integrity?
Yeah, I think we are physically uh, we have evolved physically to, like, a cat has to be a cat, a dog has to be a dog, a human has to be a human. We have evolved physically as the phenomenon moves on. So it is not necessary for us to actually think also that like, what is the question comes, like, what is the integrity? All right. So I think this union itself propels any person who is engaged with tea. It is not necessary to think like what the tea is going to do for me or what I'm going to get from it and things like that. I think it is a phenomenon and it will happen, and maybe if not today, tomorrow, or if not today, tomorrow also, maybe in the past. Anybody in the union or the contact, of enjoying or getting joy of, drinking tea itself, itself is like. It's a great thing. So it's like immeasurable or something like that. So I don't think like we can really talk about the integrity or whatever. I think these are just words that come into like a certain, certain discrimination or something like that. So
So for you, tea is
yeah,
more
I think.
joy. It's like a moment of calm. Is it like, what feeling does it give you? Just like, when you drink your tea, what is it? What does it do? Does it do anything for you, or you just feel like this connection?
Yeah, yeah. If you are very see, when you drink tea, it is a union. So when it is a union, and uh, the connection should be from the both, from both sides. Maybe the tea is wanting to connect, or you you are connecting. So it's a very like, everything in nature is interdependent. So we can't actually define like, what you feel, what you. So I think in my opinion, like uh, but it was like destined to happen. Like, if you come across a cup of tea, like if a friend offers you a cup of tea, if you just simply think like, yeah, this cup was meant for me, because uh, yeah, although it has traveled so far, from a bush which is in Yunnan, or which is in Nepal, or which is in Darjeeling or something like that, but that cup is destined for you. It's like, if you have that aspiration, then I think the tea has its own aspiration. That aspiration and your aspiration. It's not only the union of matter. It is the union of aspirations too.
Mm-hmm.
I love that, Sonan. So I get more connection, the more I connected I feel to the origin. So, for example, I have a really strong connection now to the Siva needles, because I saw them being made, and I saw the basket we arrived at the farm. I felt just, I'm really loving the tea. Quite often when I'm being, for example, I can't read what's on it. I am lacking connection, and then I find it quite hard to enjoy the tea.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, there are so many feelings, like feelings. It's one of the like feelings. It's one of the, like, in Buddhist culture we call the skandhas. Okay, the feelings, and there are so many feelings that are yet not defined as such also. So it could altogether be a very unique feeling of the feeling of a purity, something like that. So
Yeah. Well,
So in a nutshell, it's like contemplation. It's that feeling. It's that connection. Would that be fair to say for you? At least it's a moment to sort of contemplate and just switch off.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It depends upon like the like it like what is the moment of that what is the moment of that contact, like like early in the morning. Yeah, you get a different kind of early in the morning when you come in contact with your tea, like that's supposed to be for you. It's different. in the afternoon, yeah, when you're doing after eating.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Oh, we have connection issues.
Okay.
Buffering.
Wow.
Might this be a good segue into Alison just asking Sonam what's happening next on the farm and what's next for him?
Yeah. Yeah. I think we may have lost him.
Oh no! But if we get him back, we'll ask him.
Okay.
But I love
So
the connection, and it's both ways, and what you bring to it is different at different times of the day. Because I find that with myself.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean, there's always something new to discover. That's the beauty of tea. It's really multifaceted at every time of the day. It can mean something different, have a different effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say here, thank you, Sonam, so that he
Okay.
can.
Well, yeah. Thank you, Annabelle. I've really enjoyed.
I have you 2 more minutes, but I'm just going to say bye-bye to Sonam because I know he needs to catch. He told me he needs to catch a plane. He's in Kathmandu actually, and he needs to. So Sonam, if you're still watching and trying to rejoin, thank you so much for joining, and you
Thank
can
you.
do your onwards travel, and we'll be in touch soon.
Good.
And
Okay. Well, thank you, Sonam. Glad we got you in the end. And thank you, Annabelle, for organising. It's really nice.
Thank you. Nice to see you again, Alison.
Okay.
I think that Sonam also said was around that it will come to you. You know, he said like maybe you don't feel it right now, but sometimes in the past or in the future that connection with tea will come. I think it's quite interesting, that question that you had about how do we build it into our busy lives. And he said basically you don't need to force it. You know, oh, thank you. Hey, Tea Rebel, how are you? Nice to see you. How things are going. So I think it's kind of interesting. Like we kind of feel like, oh, I need to build that calm or like create calm for tea, but really it will just happen. I think so. I think I'm much more relaxed with this in terms of, you know, don't stress it if your life is busy. You'll still get something from your tea ritual, tea culture. Because as long as you're open to it and you find that connection. So I thought it was quite sweet.
Cool.
Have a good day, Alison. Nice to see you again.
Okay. Nice. Thank you, Annabelle.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.